Hi, I'm Lauren, and this week we're going to be answering a question that we received from a viewer. So I'm not going to say her name or her username, but she says that she's 15 years old and she's not sure whether she's gay or not. So she says that she feels things for girls more than she does for guys, but she's a bit confused, and also that the school that she attends is really judgmental. So she's not sure whether she'd be able to be out and be with girls anyway. So, first of all, I think that it's really great that at 15 you're already questioning your sexuality. I didn't come out until well after I left school. I had ideas that I might have been not so straight, but I didn't admit anything to myself until after leaving school. So, first of all, being 15, I don't think that there's any rush for you to actually label yourself in any particular way. Some people say that there's no need to label yourself at all anyway. I'm not too sure about that. Like, I think for me, having a label kind of gave me some clarity, I guess, cleared up a bit of confusion for me. But at the same time, you know, things aren't cut and dry. Sexuality is not cut and dry, so it's not just like gay, straight, and in between is bi. Because I guess I'm probably between lesbian and bi, but I'm closer to being lesbian than I am bi, so I call myself lesbian. But whatever label you're comfortable with, go with it. So yeah, you're 15, you've got loads of time in front of you, which is great to still figure out, you know, what's going on and what your sexuality is. We have some viewers who I really admire because they're so young, but they're so sure of their sexuality, and the fact that they are out at such a young age, I think, is amazing. Pluie, I'm looking at you. Yeah, that is like so awesome. So you're saying that you're a bit confused and you're not sure whether you're gay or not. For me, being a lesbian is not just being physically attracted to girls or to women. It's also that I am sort of longing for an emotional connection with a woman, but not with a man. Like, I would rather physical contact, even if it's not sexual, with a woman. Like, I would rather spoon in bed with a woman than I would with a man. Like, that idea doesn't really do so much for me. I think I'd also feel like more safe with a woman emotionally, and be able to reveal more of myself perhaps. So I guess have a think about like how you feel emotionally towards men and women, and what you would want and desire in that aspect. And another thing that I use to help decide my sexuality or figure it out perhaps was that I realized that, like, if I was walking down the street or wherever, like, or hanging out in the mall, I wouldn't check out guys. Like, I'd just be checking out girls. So, like, see like what kind of like ratio you kind of like take notice of, whether it's guys or girls. Also, in terms of you said that the school that you go to is really judgmental, and I can understand that that'd be really, really hard. When I was at school, as I said, I wasn't out then, but there was only one gay guy who people knew was gay, and he was bullied a lot. So I can understand that you'd be afraid of that and people not accepting you. If you really feel that people are going to not accept you and possibly bully you, then I would say don't rush to come out. while you're at school, at that school. Whatever scenario you're in, you don't have to come out. Like, it's great to come out, but it's not easy. So if you feel that at this point in time that you're better off being in the closet at school, then stay in. Because as a teenager, there's a lot of other stuff to deal with as well. So yeah, it might be really good for you to be able to talk to a teacher if there's one that you really trust. I had a teacher who was awesome and I could talk to about just about anything, and she really helped me. So I said that you shouldn't be in any rush to come out, and that while you're at school you don't need to come out to the people at school. But a friend of mine went to a different school, and she was telling me about a girl who stood up in front of, I don't know if it was the year level or the whole school, but a lot of people on this particular week when people had to do speeches, and actually announced, like, I'm a lesbian. And people respected her so much for it, because that's a really brave thing to do, to get up there and say that. And, you know, I guess that's like paving the way for other people to come out. So if you could do that, like, wow, that would be super duper awesome. Anyway, good on you, like, for being 15 and questioning your sexuality at this age. I think that's fantastic, and I wish that I had have, you know, come round to it at your age. So good on you, and I really hope that things work out for you. If you really feel that you can't come out at school to people, but you really want to come out, perhaps tell your family, and, you know, maybe even tell a teacher, or like one close friend who you absolutely know will not tell anyone. Then, you know, you can feel proud that you've come out to people, and you don't need to feel embarrassed or ashamed that you haven't come out to everybody, because none of us come out to everybody like straight away. So, you know, it's a gradual process, and first you have to come out to yourself, and then, you know, slowly come out to other people. So no need to rush, and yeah, all the best.